sa panaginip ko. Ayoko nang itigil to.
Araw-araw kitang aalagaan, laging sasabihin sa'yo na ikaw lamang. Don't stay awake for too long, don't go to bed. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. I'll get you up and going out of bed.
Can I be honest? Pagising sa umaga di mo lang alam, ikaw yung tanging nasa isip.
Nahayahan kita sa paraan na ako lang ang nagkakaalam.
Dagdag pa dyan ang ngiti niya, pag dinignan ka pa niya, sure na finish ka. I love the way she makes me smile, she makes me smirk, yes.
It gives me chills, it makes me blush, it gives me birth. And I can see her breathing down this universe. And if heaven does exist, it will most probably look like her.
I love the way she makes me smile, she makes me smirk.
It gives me chills, it makes me blush, it gives me birth. And I can see her breathing down this universe. And if heaven does exist, it will most probably look like her. Kaya salamat sa pag-ibig mo, lagi kang nasa puso't isip ko at inaamin ko na namimiss kita,
Sa akin ikaw pa rin ang baby ko, kahit wala ka na sa piling ko pangakong ipagdarasal pa rin kita,
Hey there baby, ngayon lang ako nakakita ng katulad mo. You got me crazy, kahit sinong lalaki mababaliw sa'yo.
Ross!
Hanggang ka pa, laging
Zen?
punta, di maasahan, may sorpresa ka laging
Ross! Answer me, Ross.
Ayoko lang pahalata kasi okay na naman ako basta
Ross, mag-counter ka. Okay mo ba? Rosel. Makakita ako.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tim Brian.
May time first.
kaya kadaig pa mag-asawa, nag-aalalay sa anong bagay. Malaman ako sa sarili, laging nandaan ka.
Ang isayaw ng mabagal.
Gusto ko, walang gusto.
Ngayon alam ko nang hindi ko kaya mabuhay nang wala ka.
The art of vocal variety.
Masagot si Rosel. Marky na lang. Bro, Marky! Ay, nandiyan si Tim Clark. Oh. Bro, ikaw mag-counter, Marky. Wala si Tim Rhea.
Hello po, Team Clark. Good morning po.
Bakit ayaw maalis talaga to? Nakakainis na. Tia Marty, alam mo ba yung parang bar sa taas? Pag nag-phone ka, hindi talaga siya naaalis.
Ay, hindi. Hindi po.
Hindi mo siya alam?
Hindi.
Ano ba ito? Anyway, mag-laptop na lang siguro ako. Ang hirap naman. Parang natatakpan yung hanggang dito ko. I'll exit na lang and come back.
Ano ba yun yung border daw?
TMRT?
Yes, sir. Are we all set?
I think we're just completing the role players. We're just waiting for DTM Roy.
All right. My dear fellow Toastmasters, please settle down. Maybe it's within 2 minutes, we are going to start our meeting. Thank you.
Good morning, TM Clark.
Hello, good morning.
Wow.
Tim Clark is there. Good morning, Tim Clark in the Philippines.
Yes,
Ang
that
ating teacher
is
na Toastmaster.
printing modules. So much.
As in,
With-
TM here.
Good evening, Tim Tom.
TM Clark, nagka-face-to-face pa rin po kayo sa school?
Hindi po modular.
Ah, okay. Kailan po yung ano nyo? Closing?
Within 2 months maybe because we have a lot of COVID cases here, so they stopped
Yeah,
since last week.
it's better to be safe.
Yes. So we are currently work from home.
Mm-mm. So far, okay naman ang mga connections natin dyan.
So far okay naman po.
Yeah. Ingat po.
Kayo din po dyan, ingat po kayo dyan.
Thank you, Tim Clark. Ingat din po kayo dyan.
Hello, TMRT. Pumayat ka yata.
Hindi masyado. Maganda yan sa ano, no? Sa screen payat pero sa personal mataba. I like it. Good evening, Mr. BP Ed. Are we okay to start? Where's BP Ed?
MRT, to
Yes,
take the
sir.
role of accounter. Okay?
Okay.
Wait, I'm checking for John Ray. Okay, TM Carlo will be handling the vote counter and summers. TM Tom, nandyan na ba? Nandyan na
Dito
siya.
na. DTM Ruel.
Wala si John Ray. Tapos, wait lang. Check ko lang. DTM Roy, still not here. Wait lang natin.
TMNJ, wala pa.
DTM Roy, DTM Jane. Wait lang natin si DTM Roy.
Bro, Mark, parang naiiyak ka sa kanta, bro. Parang nakaka-relate ka sa kanta, bro.
Naantok ako.
Punta ba yung chicks natin ngayon? Ay, sorry. Baka
My fellow Toastmasters, just wait for a while. I think our Toastmaster of the evening is not yet on. Yeah, DTM Roel is not yet here.
TMRT, can you pitch in for as a joke master? We can start. You have Bala.
I'm not yet ready.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes?
Okay ka na?
Yes, oh, magaling na ako.
Ha?
Oo. Ha? Okay lang ako.
Okay, DTM Roy.
All right. I think we are good to go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Pariat Toastmasters Club, club number 8490, Area 5, Division N, and District 79. I cannot see the program. Tonight's meeting is very interesting because we have it's been prepared by our BP Ed since last month to be elaborated by our Toastmaster of the evening, which is the art of vocal variety. So without further ado, my name is Toastmaster Marty David. I am your Sergeant at Arms for this evening. Before we start, I would like to remind everyone to please avoid the three topics that we are going to tackle tonight. Number one is sex. Number two, politics and religion. So we are avoiding these topics to avoid a debate on this matter. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Toastmasters, I would like to present to you our presiding officer. He is our past Sergeant at Arms, Vice President for Education, past Vice President for Public Relation, and he joined in Toastmasters on April 2021. Reyes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sergeant at Arms. I think I'm stuck. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you very much. And at this juncture, I'd like to recognize the early birds, starting with Dr. Ed Berador, our former Vice President for Membership, Toastmaster Barbara Jane Benicarlo, of course, our Zoom Master, Toastmaster Carlo Iseo, and also Vice President for Education, Ferds Gueco, also DTM Rogelio Wenceslao, and DAD Rosel Sason, and all the way from the Philippines, our beloved Toastmaster Clark Neil Morgate, also the President of Pisers, President Ryan Paul Panilo, our Vice President for Membership, Lilian Beldad, almost all of us, Toastmaster Marty David, and our speaker who will be properly introduced later, Toastmaster Tom Panopio. And ladies and gentlemen, to lead us in this, the art of vocal variety, I'd like you to welcome with a big hand our very own DTM Ruel Ontiveros as our Toastmaster of the evening. Hit it up, Toastmaster Ruel.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for that straightforward introduction. Just mentioned my name. And yes, that is one art of vocal variety. That is another thing that we will be learning from tonight's meeting, which is really timely because this is what we are also encouraging with each speaker to have this vocal variety. Before anything else, may I ask everyone to please just bow our heads and let's start this meeting with a prayer. Our God, our Almighty, our Creator, we give the thanks for everything that we are enjoying in this life because we know everything came from you. All the things that we are having now is because you have allowed us to enjoy this, or as well as with each and every one of us. The presence of our friends, the people that is dear to our hearts, and also near to our minds is with us today. Bless each and one of them. May we learn from each other, as well as may we be motivated by one another. Please use this vehicle that each will further be a better person and be as what you want us to be. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Now, let's have our Toastmasters motto. Please repeat after me if you can. For better listening,
For better listening,
for better
For better
thinking,
thinking.
For
for
better,
better thinking,
for better speaking,
for better
for better
speaking,
speaking.
we learn by
we
doing.
learn
by
by doing.
Thank you very much. Please settle down. Enjoy the place wherever you are. I'm very sure with your
We
beautiful
learn by
background, I'm sure that it is the same way that you're in real life. Though we have our meeting, which is the theme, the art of vocal variety. This is one thing that I first learned when I first came and attended those in delivering your speech, that you can have diverse ways of delivering by the use of your voice, the pitch, the cadence, the volume, even the speed of delivering it. And with that, I know that all of us at one time had learned from our mentors, our evaluators, how we can have this vocal variety. Tonight, this will be further expounded further by our table topics master. And we also would like to learn that all from evaluator. Our speaker is also encouraged and to experience what are all these vocal variety that we must know. Without further ado, now go to our main some vocal variety in his speeches as the best meeting leader. The best prepared speech, oh, you should have known him before. He doesn't have that vocal variety because it was a challenge for him. But now, using his voice, he is encouraging, inspiring, and motivating 5 districts in this part of the world. Our best prepared speech speaker was none other than the distinguished Toastmaster James Edward Taruk. Of course, table topics speaker. Does he have any vocal variety? Sometimes. Carlo Reyeseo is the best speaker last week. The best evaluator. Yeah, I can say he's the one of sometimes that really gives us variety in his speeches. Best evaluator was Toastmaster Edward Berador. And finally, Toastmaster Harry Mark Tolentino is our best segment host. These are all our winners last week. A warm round of applause for all of these wonderful Toastmasters. Next in line, we also extend our greetings to our celebrators of the month for the month of April, none other than Toastmaster Edna Dison, I should say, on April 8th, April 13th, today, distinguished Toastmaster Rock Escocio, Toastmaster Rock Escocio, especially when it's evening and the sun has set, we are already willing and able. And of course, Toastmaster Neo Sanchez of PICPA of the PICPA community on April 26th. As we always do, from where you are, let's sing. Happy
Happy birthday to
to
you.
you.
wala pa silang gift card na energetic.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. It's not part of our theme for tonight, our vocal variety in singing. Although you tried your best, I hope that will be the last. Coming into now, our program is, of course, the meeting. Important to have our general evaluator. Our general evaluator, I can say at the time, or before anything else, may I ask our Vice President for Education if we have any program change?
Yes, thank you so much.
Toastmaster Words, Greco?
Toastmaster of the evening. And indeed, we do have some program change for tonight's meeting. For the role of eye and face counter, instead of Toastmaster Rhea Mason Pedro, it will be Toastmaster. And for the role of both counter and Zoom master, it will be handled by Toastmaster Carlo Ray Iseo. That would be all, and back to you.
Yes, I hope that our general evaluator had taken note of the changes because these are all under the functionaries. In Toastmasters, we always come out with something new. Not only that, we try to start our program with our joke master, sometimes a little inspirational talk, but for tonight is something out of the blue or possibly out of the television. It's what we call fast talk. This is something new. I don't know what's the origin of the fast talk other than rappers who used to do that. But I know tonight we have some. Our host for the fast talk is a medical frontliner, a physical therapist, and of course, somebody who had shown that other than maintaining your health, you can also inspire others to be healthier. Let's put our hands together now and let's welcome Toastmaster Nerilyn Joy de Una with her Fast Talk. Woo!
Thank you very much, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our distinguished guests. Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Ruel Ontiveros. I am your host for this evening as you're in your Fast Talk, and for the benefit of our guests for tonight, Fast Talk is something that we are introducing right now. The Toastmaster Ferdinand Gueco told me about it, that they wanted to have this segment, a new segment in Toastmasters. So without further ado, I would like to introduce my guest for tonight. He is our matinee idol of Picaria Toastmasters Club, the past president and the current vice president for education. He was also our past area 18 director, and he graduated as a magna cum laude from AMA University. Let's all welcome live and alive via Zoom platform. Let's all welcome Toastmaster Ferdinand Gueco. Let's give him a round of applause.
Nerilyn Joy, for inviting me as your guest speaker for tonight's segment of Fast Talk. It's my pleasure to share to you whatever that is. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, first of all, how was your evening, Toastmaster Ferds?
Since we finish our work as early as 4 o'clock, so we do have a lot of times to prepare for this meeting. So I think I am very much prepared for tonight's meeting, especially for the new segment.
Yes, okay. Now, I will be giving you a few questions to answer. You can answer briefly, some of them, and some is straightforward answers. So this will be a fast talk. So hopefully you're ready.
Sure, I'm ready.
Don't be nervous, okay? So
it's right.
Let's go ahead. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, this will be two and a half minutes, like an impromptu. Now, let's go. Describe yourself in 3 words.
I'm just simple and kind.
Impromptu or prepared speech?
Prepared speech.
Leadership style, birthday cake or chocolate cake? And why?
Birthday cake, it's because it represents from where you begin. So that's the birthday cake it's all about.
If you will be a fictional character in a tall tale, who would you be and why?
I prefer to be Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, have a live rewind button. Okay, now let's go. Have a live rewind button or have a live pause button?
I believe pause button.
Hurry up. Recently concluded contest. You wish to have more expressions or more emotions?
Since I already have emotions, I'll be on more expression.
With your Toastmaster experience, be a peaceful or be kind?
Be kind, of course.
Which you enjoy most? Being a club president or an area director? And why? Now let's start to be witty a little bit and let's go for something personal. Know all the world languages or speak with animals?
Languages.
Have world peace or stop world hunger?
I'll go for world peace. Because with world peace, we can stop hunger.
Yeah. Go on a vacation with friends or go on a vacation with special someone?
I'll go with special someone.
Sushi or burger?
Burger.
Your ideal date night?
Sorry?
Your ideal date night? 10, 9.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Your ideal date night?
Date night? Date night?
Ideal date night.
In a romantic restaurant.
Flowers or chocolates?
Flowers.
Fly high or fly low?
Fly high.
Stroll in the park or walk in the beach?
Walk in the beach.
If you're going to travel right now, where are you going to fly? Philippine Airlines or Saudi Airlines?
Saudi Airlines.
Dad, if you will be asked to sing a song, buwan or tala?
I'll go for tala. With a dance move.
And lastly, to love again or to be loved again?
Can it be beloved again instead? Because I loved too much before. So I'm gonna be beloved.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ferdinand Gueco, for that very exciting question. Now, did you enjoy our fast talk for this evening? It's a very short one. Let's give him a word of our guest for tonight is Toastmaster Fred, and he gave us a very on-point answers for tonight. I hope our guest and our fellow Toastmaster enjoyed this segment from PRTC. This is our new segment, and I hope most of we have very talented Toastmasters here, like Doc Ed, Doc Sean, who can do fast talk. But I asked for Toastmaster first to be my guest for this evening, to just show you what fast talk is. So thank you very much, and back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. I really enjoyed that. Was really indeed fast. And that is something new. I am really waiting and hoping, and hoping that he's going to give his best answer. And I like that the way you give the questions. I love those questions. And of course, Toastmaster words. Possibly by next week we can have it again. And surprisingly, some of you may be called, or any one of you will be called. Now let's go with the meeting in general. The meeting is consists of 3 segments, which is the prepared speech segment, the table topics, and the evaluation. For tonight's meeting, we have a prepared speaker, and of course, later will be evaluated. Or the general evaluator will give his evaluation in the latter part of the program. He is also given the chance to have his proactive evaluation for the meeting. Let's put our hands together now and welcome someone that I know has got this really sweet vocal variety, a voice that is almost so tender that will not hurt you. And I love listening to the way he enunciates those words coming from him. It is like fresh flowing water in an arid part of the desert. Let's put our hands together now and let's welcome our General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster, Rogelio Wenceslao Jr. Hit it up.
Thank you so much, Master. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Good evening, Toastmaster Clark, all the way from the Philippines. We are now on the General Evaluator segment, wherein the team that speaker division level. Friends, let's all welcome Toastmaster Marty David.
Thank you so much, DTM Rogelio Wenceslao Jr. for that very warm introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening. The purpose of my role is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for words and count these inappropriate expressions such as well, so, sounds maybe er. I will also note when the speaker repeats a word or phrase such as or this means, this is known as a double clutch. At the end of the meeting, when called upon by the general evaluator, I shall render my report. Back to our general evaluator.
So much, our at face counter. Our next meeting leader is our timer. She just recently had her baby baptized. Welcome to the Christian. Welcome our current Vice President for Membership, Toastmaster Lilian Beldan.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Rogelio Wenceslao, our General Evaluator. Good evening, everyone. In Toastmaster, we are being trained to be a good speaker. Part of this is to give the complete message in a given time, meaning we must learn how to talk long enough and to stop when we should. My duty tonight is to help our speakers to pace themselves that when they see the green background, that means they meet the minimum time required. When they see the amber background, you meet the halfway between the minimum and the maximum time required. And when you see, finally, when you see the red background, that means you have the maximum time required and you are given 30 seconds to wrap up your speech and stop being loquacious tonight. Furthermore, I will be recording the time each segment host deliver the remarks as per the program requirement. Towards the end of the meeting, when called upon the General Evaluator, I will render my report. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Madam Timer. Our next meeting leader is our vote counter and Zoom master. Friends, let's all welcome our past president, Toastmaster Carlo Ray Esayo.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters, and to our distinguished guests. Tonight, I will be your vote counter. As a vote counter, I am tasked to actually tally the votes each and every segment of our meeting for tonight. I will be launching together with the Zoom master with the assistance of their Zoom master, which is actually also me. I'll be launching polls for the best segment host, best evaluator, best table topic speakers. Tonight we have only one speaker, so he is automatically default winner or the default winner for tonight's meeting. Also, I will be your Zoom master. I will work hand in hand with our vote counter for the launching of polls. I shall also be the person in charge of the overall audio and video aspect of our meeting for tonight. That would be all. Back to our General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Rogie Wenceslao.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Carlo Ray Aseo. And now for a quick evaluation of our topic for tonight, let me start off with just a comment on the example of the word of the day. Since we are here in the kingdom, let's be more sensitive on the use of, things which are haram, like the word of the day was used to refer to drinking, which is not allowed here, because you cannot be talkative unless you're drinking alcoholic drinks. Perhaps you may want to use a more culturally sensitive example of the word of the day, like the one which was given by DTM Sean, which is, if I remember it right, since it's Ramadan, let's be more considerate of our fasting colleagues at work by not being loquacious. So maybe you can use a more culturally sensitive example and try to avoid words. What if the program will go to other club who are, let's say, in KSA? So they might, of course, in the Philippines, we can do whatever we want. But let's be more sensitive on that. Next, in the new segment, kudos to our new Exicom for coming up with another way to break the ice of the meeting, which is the fast talk. Maybe on the next fast talk, we can quickly describe what it's all about. Although for those who are familiar with Boy Abunda segment, he usually use this one to generate some, let's say, new things from artists. So perhaps you can use this as a platform to know more of our members. So maybe the host can, in the next segment, in the future meeting, they can give us a short background on what is Fast Talk all about. So at least we will be able to have an idea. And the timer as well can give us specific timing requirement for this fast talk. So what is considered fast talk? Is it like 1-2 minutes all in all, or just the way they talk? Do they have to explain and so on? Other than that, I look forward to a very successful meeting for tonight. And I look forward as well to the table topic session that our Madam Table Topic Master has prepared all for us. With that being said, I now return the control of the lectern to our Toastmaster of the evening, distinguished Toastmaster Ruel Ontiveros.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Rogelio Wenceslao. And yes, for your functionaries, they had mistook my name to be your name at least twice, but it is an honor, Toastmaster Rogelio Wenceslao. If you like my hair, you should know your hairstyle is the same as I had before. Now you know your future. With that, we now go to the first segment of tonight's program, which is the prepared speech segment. We have a lone speaker, but I'm sure he's going to amaze us. Before anything else, may I ask his evaluator, Toastmaster Edward Berdor, to please give us the objectives of the speaker's target for tonight.
you very much, Mr. TOE. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, especially to our lone speaker for tonight. The purpose of the speech is for the member to present a speech in any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to demonstrate that is he has applied the feedback received from his first speech. Time is 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck, TM Tom. Back to you,
Thank you.
Mr. TOE.
Thank you very much, Mr. Evaluator, for this speaker. Our lone speaker for tonight, if you will come to know him, as I have had the pleasure of fetching him to attend our meeting before, is that he can be silent. But if he gets to know you better and comes to be comfortable with you, he will be a little bit to the point of being loquacious, but still giving senseful ideas. He is very idealistic. And of course, he never stopped learning. That is also one of the reasons why he is in this world of Toastmastering. To give his speech about his Open University journey, wow, it is aptly titled, My Open University Journey, for his Dynamic Leadership Project number 2. Let's put our hands together now and let's welcome Toastmaster Tom Panopio.
I would rather be a man of value than a man of success. Toastmaster, and to our beloved guests, a pleasant good evening. I had become the best version of myself when I was engaged in an open university wherein I took my postgraduate education. For tonight, I would like to share the 5 lessons that I have learned in this journey. First is the value of deep work. Deep work, as defined by the computer science professor from the Georgetown University, as professional activities done in the distraction-free environment that pushes our cognitive limits. Deep work are valuable. Deep work creates creativity and hard to replicate. It's hard generations are addicted on the white screen at their hands from the time they wake up until the bedtime. I'm not saying that I am against with this technology and the platform, but technology is a good master. It is a good servant, but a poor master. And I stand that mantra that I have to learn every new things every day. The second is the value of habits. Habits are routine behaviors that are repeatedly done and tends to be subconscious. As we are creature of habits, it is imperative to choose a healthy one. Pizza or banana? Netflix or exercise? Social network or reading a book? It sounds cliche, but what, as Aristotle, the great philosopher, once reminded, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is an act, not a habit. Excellence is an act, not it. Excellence is a habit, not an act. The third one is the value of deliberate practice. Deliberate practice is a special type of practice that is structured and systematic in nature. Unlike with the other way of practice that tends to be using repeatedly mindless repetition, deliberate practice tends in conduct that it is done to improve the overall performance. Like we are here in the Toastmaster every Tuesday, we are committed in sharing and honing our skill in listening, speaking, and in leadership. The fourth one is the value of coaching and mentoring. I was reflecting this morning that I am grateful to our Creator that He guided me the right time, the right place, and the right people in accomplishing not just this academic journey, but as a life important point. These mentors are expert in their fields. They are kind, they are humble, and most importantly, they have reminded me that once an expert has been an amateur at, at some point, and they have shared to create a paradigm of service and always look back and share to the community what you owe, everything that you had. The last one is the value of grit. Grit, it is a term coined by the University of Pennsylvania clinical psychologist Dr. Angela Duckworth. It is the ability on sticking in your objectives day in or day out, not just for weeks, not just for months, but for years. I have been questioned but by my colleagues and my superiors, Tom, why are you doing this type of activities? Even my family and fiance is asking, what priorities do I have? I lose time for social activities and even lose friends. But I stick to my purpose that the greatest project that we could have is is the project on ourselves and hold on the vision that the material rewards of having a postgraduate education in a prime university is exceptional, but the lessons I am hopeful to achieve is immeasurable. Concluding life is a continuous learning process of improving ourselves. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Tom Panopio, for that great speech about your journey during your academic years in UPOU. Now, may I ask our timer if our lone speaker is qualified as the best. Congratulations, Toastmaster Tom Panopio. You are the automatic winner for the best prepared speech for tonight's program. Now, in the second segment, the table topics master will explain further the requirements as well as the time so you can manage your speech further. And to give us the best questions possibly in the table topic segment is someone that I can say who's not only beautiful, perfect skin, and possibly with a wonderful disposition that she have, especially in Toastmaster world. And with that, I'm pleased to give you our table topics master for tonight, none other than Carlo. Woo! Give it up.
PM Ruel for that humbling introduction. I'm very well honored. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. It's been a while. I miss you all. And now, this is the second part, which is the most exciting part of our meeting, the table topics. So let me just first share to you my screen. Yes. So table topics, please don't be afraid of the table topic. Definitely, you are entitled to own your own opinion. And we love to hear incredible life stories. And there will be no right or wrong, definitely. Tonight, we have a very interesting topic, and our theme is the art of vocal variety, which is very interesting for me personally. Fellow Toastmasters, please let us all step out from our comfort zone and not be afraid. Because for me, joining the table topic has a very certain goal that we used to be like this before, and our goal is just to be a very effective speaker. Later on, I'll be sharing to you the topic after selecting the speaker. But before that, I would like to remind everyone that we have a time. For green, once our Madam Timer Toastmaster Lilian will flash the green color, it means that we have reached 1 minute of our speech. The yellow flash will means that we have reached 1 minute and 30 seconds. And for the red screen or for the red flash, it means that we have reached 2 minutes and you have 30 seconds to wrap up. It means that if you didn't reach 1 minute, or if your speech is over 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you will be disqualified. So before starting your speech, kindly pin our Madam Timer Toastmaster Lilian Belgad. I promise the topic would be very easy and very heart touching. So, are you excited as me? No reactions.
Yes.
Okay, so this will be the mechanics. This will be the photos. You can select which photo would you like the most, and each one of them has a corresponding topic. Is it clear? So let's start. I will not call for any volunteers, but I would like to pick anyone. I'll
to have a word to cover up that mistakes that you have. But for me, as a to be honest with everybody, until now I'm still a nervous person and I cannot be able to join contest like the international speech contest. The last time I had it, I failed. So until now, that is my weakness. And but to be honest with you, I'm trying my best to 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 join even in table topics because I'm not good in impromptu speech because I'm always nervous. But because of that, I am encouraging everybody that even if you feel that that your voice is not heard or not good enough for everybody, this is for you. This is you are going to improve yourself, not them. So always remember that uh, PRTC or Toastmaster is helping you in doing that. So never hesitate to speak or to show or to be heard by everybody. So back to you, Mr. Table Topic Master. Thank you.
you very much, Toastmaster Narilyn, and I really believe in you because even if you are shaking, you still face your fears. And now for the second speaker.
I volunteer, Miss Table Topic Master.
Even if I don't ask for the volunteer. All right. Our IPP, Toastmaster Michael, my dear husband, please select any of the photo except for the last.
Okay, I choose the one with the checkered long sleeves.
Okay, the second one. Here we go. Okay, this is your topic. Vocal exercises are the analogy of a runner who stretches before running a race, according to Roger Love. Vocal exercises are the analogy of a runner who stretches before running a race. Toastmaster Michael, give it up.
Yes. Okay. That's really advisable in anything you do, that you need to do something to warm you up. Like if you exercise, you need to warm up your muscles by stretching, by doing some light exercise so that it will not be over overstress or overstretch when you do the maximum exercise that you need to do. So like example for our voice, we have this limit. We have a minimum and maximum. So before we do use it in our speech, it's better to to vocalize. That's why in uh, there are examples on how to vocalize properly. You could stretch your voice and you could breathe properly. So I believe that everything that proper preparation. So we should prepare so that we could not we could handle challenges better when it comes to us. So we could anticipate challenges that we need to do. So example for me, if I haven't encountered some problems or some inquiry in our work, I could not answer it properly. But if I already exercise or figure out or anticipate things that it could happen, I could prepare myself so that when our client when someone asks me, I could give them a correct or at least appropriate answer. So it will be beneficial for me and also for the person who is expecting something to be given out of uh, out of her curiosity or questions or inquiry. So that's all for me. I believe that preparation is a must. So fellow Toastmasters, always prepared, always be prepared, and try to do the necessary things before going into combat. That's all, and back to you, Miss Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much for always being prepared. But now, I'm sorry, my screen, I cannot find where my screen is. Okay, there you go. Sorry for that. Okay, for our third speaker, I would like to hear the loquaciousity. Is that the correct word? Loquacious. You don't need to be loquacious, actually, in your speech. Toastmaster Dennis De Vicente, are you there?
Yes,
All
TM
right.
Barkley.
Please select any of the photo except for the second one and for the last one.
Wait a sec. Where is it? It's,
Can you see it?
I cannot see the picture. Wait a second. So, yes, yes. The one with the face mask.
Okay, the smiling mask. Here's your topic. It only takes one voice at the right pitch to start an avalanche. It only takes one voice at the right pitch to start an avalanche. Toastmaster Dennis.
It only takes one voice at the right pitch to start an avalanche. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, good evening. I always believe that our voice has power, that words are very powerful. So even that's why I believe that whatever we say, good or bad, it will have an impact to the person we're talking to. So this avalanche that I am referring to does not only pertain to the to the bad situation that we are encountering in our environment. It may also come in a way that is very destructive to a person. So fellow Toastmasters, we should be always be careful in the words that we speak, because for sure it will be it will have an impact to each and every one of us. So let's practice giving positive thoughts, giving positive feedbacks, just like masters. We keep on giving positive criticism or positive construction to each and every one of us. So that's why I'm very thankful that we still keep on doing this in PRTC. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening. Table topics master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Dennis, for having always that joy in your heart to join our meeting every week. So for our fourth speaker, may I call on Toastmaster Clark? Toastmaster Clark, are you still there? Would you like to?
Hello, Toastmaster Barbie.
Yes. Can you select any of the photo except for the second, the fourth, and the last, please?
Can you give me the number 3 with the microphone, I think?
This one. Okay. Here's your topic. The secret to talking with confidence in any situation, find your voice. The secret to talking with confidence in any situation, find your voice. Toastmaster Clark.
Hello again, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Good evening. You know, in my profession right now, I will just share you a story because with my 6 months working in Department of Education, during our last session, they asked me to speak in front of the crowd because all of the teachers, we have a seminar and I am new. And they want me to tell something about myself, and I did get comfortable because still I'm afraid and try to talk in front of other people. But I'm thinking that I already learned from you guys. The those masters gave me a lot. Our family. So when I'm in front of the people, I'm shaking, but I remember my mentor, Toastmaster, said that try to deceive the people that you are not afraid. So I delivered my speech perfectly, but still I'm wondering how I did it. And all talkative because of my profession, because in 8 hours I need to talk to my students, to my fellow teachers, and still learning. And when I'm thinking about our past experience in the Toastmaster, I'm you know I think I didn't learn a lot because I have small times only because I need to go back to the Philippines. But thank you all for this talent or big talent. Because of you guys, I learned a lot from you. So thank you again, and I miss you all. Thank you, Tim Barbie.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Clark. I know it's already 1:30 in the morning there in the Philippines, but you still managed to join us and even join in the table topics. So thank you
Yes,
very
because I miss you. I miss you all, guys.
much. We are very happy for your life there in the Philippines, and I hope you can also inspire others. So, our fifth speaker, we still have time, right? Okay, can I call our DAD Rosel Sazon? DAD, are you there? He left. Yeah, I cannot find his name now. Okay. Instead of Toastmaster or DAD, can I call on Toastmaster Marty? Toastmaster Marty?
Yes, hello,
Our
TM
SA
Barbie. Hello.
toilet, huh?
My signal is getting weak when you call me. Am I audible?
It's okay. Yes, you are perfectly fine. We can perfectly hear you.
Yeah, every time the table topic, my signal is getting weak. Okay, bring it on.
Please select any of the photos except for the second one, the third one, the fourth, and the fifth, and the last. Sorry.
The one who's holding a microphone.
This one.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I like this. The essence of beauty is unity in variety. The essence of beauty is unity in variety. There you go, Toastmaster Marty.
He got lost, Tim Barbs.
Pinapangunahan mo naman ako. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Maybe you thought that the essence of beauty is only like you can see only in the beauty pageant. All the beautiful ladies are there showing their talents and beauty. But you know, you can see the of the beauty of a person is in the beholder, right? Because everyone's are beautiful according to their mother. Ask her if I am handsome. She answered me definitely yes because you are my son. What about you? So fellow Toastmasters, the beauty we can unite according to the heart of the beholder. Yeah. I think Toastmaster first was right. I'm lost. Thank you so much, and back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Marty, for even trying yourself out. It's fine, just always try and try. Okay, I still have more topics for our sixth speaker. May I call on Toastmaster Lilian? Our Madam Timer, can someone?
I'll be the timer. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Toastmaster Lilian, our VPM, are you there?
Yes, madam. I'll choose
This
mhm,
this one, or this one.
the girl on the phone.
All right.
Just a minute, I will remove my background. I still have the green background.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. The variety is the spice of life. Variety is the spice of life. Toastmaster Lilian. Well done.
Can I be lost as well? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and thank you very much, Madam Table Topic Master. Variety is the spices of life. I think being in this roller coaster ride in our life, there were certain variety that we encounter throughout the process. And part of which is the struggle that we encounter on a daily basis. May it be at work, in personal, maybe in love life, or maybe in career. But in those variety, we learn. For example, in love life, like Toastmaster first, he experienced the heartache at the past, but he learned from it. Like in my personal life, I experienced heartache before. I experienced loneliness, sadness, everything in life. And those variety that I encounter, those experiences that I encountered in the past is also my teacher in the future. And it helps me to look at my future brightly and to work on that future to ensure that I learned from it, and I learned also to segregate those variety into positive and negative. And that doing that, I being mature person, I learned that having said that, like, this is the negative, this is the positive, so I should focus on the positive in order for me to move forward without looking back on those painful or miseries that I experienced in the past. And that would be all. Back to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lilian. So now, before I proceed, may I ask our Toastmaster of the evening if I could still call on some more speakers for the table topic? Are we still on time, or do I need to finish? BPE or Mr. Press?
Mr. Vice President for Education, please advise.
I think we still have enough time.
All
So
right. Okay. I would love to call on some more speakers, actually. So can I ask Toastmaster Rolly to be our next table topic speaker?
Even though I am an evaluator for the first three, okay, I will try.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rolly. Okay. Please select from this picture 1, the 5th, the 8th, and the 9th.
Yeah, that the one you're pointing. Yes, that one.
Okay. Your topic, don't shush your inner voice. It's who you really are. Don't shush your inner voice. It's who you really are. Toastmaster Rolly.
Thank you, Mr. Table Topic Master, and good evening to all fellow Toastmasters. Every one of us has an idea, and we have a brilliance inside ourselves. But it is a matter of time that we should also shine and share to other people to be able that we will be heard and to be able that we can change a life of every individual. A matter of preparation, and it's a matter of getting the right timing for us to talk and to speak and to deliver what could be the best that we can change everyone's life. In my I can relate to that because there are instances that our inner voice can still be kept, and there is a time for us to deliberate and think about it before we could be vocal to everyone. That is why there is that inner voice is yourself, which you could express at the right timing. Thank you, and back to you, Mr. Table Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rolly, for that wonderful story and sharing. So I think I need to call our last speaker. May I call on our VP Ed, Toastmaster Ferds.
But may I just remind Toastmaster Rolly to be the evaluator for the last speaker.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, the Barbs.
Toastmaster Ferds, can you select from this photo, this one, and this one?
Choose the young one with the microphone.
Number one, okay. The human voice is the most perfect instrument of all. The human voice is the most perfect instrument of all. Toastmaster Ferds.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Barb. Definitely, that is our quote of the week. And indeed, I believe that the contest piece of Muhammad Qatari in 2015, definitely you will learn a lot from his story, because every single words that you can throw to any persons could have a big impact to anyone, either good or bad, because every single word that spit out from your mouth comes with a very big meaning, and it could touch a person's life, or you might kill a person's if you were not be careful on every single words that you said. I remember one time when I was studying an online education, the people in our office was telling, why you're studying online education? It's not somebody even says, why do you need to study? Where do you get your money to enroll? Those are the negative words I heard. But for me, even though they are negative, I try to think it, I try to accept it optimistically, for me not to distract with those negative words I, I heard from those people, because I believe that those negative can also give you a adrenaline to prove them that they are wrong. Sometimes there are some words that really hurtful, but if we will realize to focus on the things that we want in life, definitely no one can ever distract you, even just a single word. Always keep on believe on yourself, and remember to motivate others as well once you achieve the goal that you want to achieve in life, because every single words that you can share to anybody could also inspire them or motivate them to continue and pursue whatever their dreams. So keep on believing in yourself and use those words wisely with other people. Back to you, Toastmaster Barbie.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ferds, our VPE, for that amazing contribution to this meeting. I believe that all of us, all of you who participated tonight, can be very loquacious in your speech if the topic really relates to you personally. We can say a lot of things, but sometimes we can also be very careful not to get lost along the way. But I am amazed and I congratulate everyone for sharing your own personal stories tonight's meeting. Before I end this session, I would like to ask our Madam Timer if all the speakers are qualified or not qualified to be voted to be the best table topic speaker for tonight.
Thank you once again, Madam Barbie. Except for Toastmaster Marty, all the table topic speakers are qualified. Back to you.
Thank you, Madam Timer, for that confirmation. So there you go. Can we launch our poll for our best table topic speaker for tonight from the following speakers: Toastmaster Narilyn,
Oh my God.
Toastmaster Michael, Toastmaster Dennis, Toastmaster Clark, Toastmaster Lilian, Toastmaster Rolly, and Toastmaster Ferds. So for our vote counter, you may launch the poll while I conclude our table topic session for tonight. I would like to share to you this photo. They are choirs and they're all singing all together. But for everyone's information, they have all different vocal ranges. Of course, because if they have the same vocal ranges, they will not be able to create a beautiful presentation. Their differences brought them to this group, a team that could develop into a family like relationship. Fellow Toastmasters, let us welcome people, even if they are contrasting to our opinions, to our standards, to our opinions. Because sometimes, maybe in that differences, this person could be the last piece to complete a puzzle in our lives. Back to you, our Toastmaster of the evening. And well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Barbara Jane Benicarlo, for such an awesome way, beautifully and professionally handling the table topic segment of tonight's program. The speakers were loquacious but still with sense. And with that, we now go to the third segment of tonight's program, which is the evaluation. To welcome back our general evaluator, not a loquacious one, but of course, a sensible speaker. Our general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster, Rogelio Wenceslao Jr.
Thank you so much, my future self, distinguished Toastmaster Ruel Ontiveros. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. And we are now on the heart of the Toastmasters meeting, which is the evaluation session. And to evaluate our first speaker is a former Vice President for Public Relations and a champion speaker as well. Friends, let's all welcome MS1 Edward Berador.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters again, and to our general evaluator. I think I have to vote first because this screen is, the poll was a bit, okay. Yeah, good evening again to my target speaker, Toastmaster Tom. I like that kind of, what I like about that kind of speech is it's, 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 it's inspirational but not overselling. You know, you inspire people that, you know, studying is not, it's not new. It's never too late to earn a degree. And you shared with us your experiences, the values of what you have learned in your journey. It was very organized and very straightforward. The choice of words were very proper. You were very articulate in delivering your speech, and you were very clear and confident about, you know, the things that you shared with us. If you would allow me, there are some little things that I would like to share with you as you improve further on your communication skills. Um, I would love to hear a short summary in the end about the things that you have that you have shared with us. And in order for those words to really fathom into our hearts, I would challenge you to avoid being oratoric on your delivery. You could be more conversational on how you deliver your speech. I would like also to hear a personal story that changed everything, a triggering story. It could add drama, it could add human interest into your story. And finally, if you would allow me, I would like to recommend also that you can fortify your call to action. Your call to action could be fortified by delivering a line that could be very personal and could be very relatable to all of us. On top of that, congratulations for delivering a nice speech tonight, inspiring, and it was it was very confidently done. Congratulations, and back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Edward Berador, for that very insightful evaluation of our speaker for tonight. I like the word fortify. I remember margarine fortify. We put it in rice. So my mom says I can get taller or what, but apparently it's a hoax and fake news. Maybe it's the genes of my mom. To evaluate our 4 speakers, I think we have 8 speakers for the table topic session. Our 4 speakers, if I'm not mistaken, will be evaluated by one of the most affluent member of our club, Toastmaster Rolando Viloria.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Good evening once again to all of you. Toastmaster Nerilyn, I can relate to your feeling when you were delivering your table topic speech, and your beauty is oozing in the during the presentation, during your delivery, and you were very honest, and you were confessing, and we are looking, we are we are waiting for your message. And in terms of physical aspect, in terms of the delivery, you are already in that good aspect. And your ending, your end speech, and it is generally very good. And, I wish only to recommend for you to exert more on giving the core of the topic and continue charming and inspiring us. And I know that you are moving forward on mastering the table topic. Toastmaster Michael, as we all know, you are already confident, and that is a big asset as table topic speaker, and I envy on that. You have a good eye contact to the audience, you relate personal experience, and you had a good closing that is a practical call to action. And congrats, you are mastering already the art of impromptu speaking. I would like only to recommend for you to improve your vocal variety, which you may give a good emphasis. You have to talk in a high voice to certain words for you to emphasize what you are saying. Congrats, and you have to mentor also your fellow Toastmaster, and you are advancing that much and share what you have right now. Toastmaster Dennis, you have a great opening, and you always share to us your belief, your honest belief. You are straightforward in sharing a story. You have you delivered in a good eye contact to the audience, and we can see the confidence. We can see the improvement of your confidence in delivering the table topic. And I know you are active, and again, congrats, because you are continuously improving on the table topic. And also you had shared to us a great call to action. Just a little criticism or constructive criticism to your delivery is maybe you can have a little hand gestures for you to emphasize more the way you deliver your message to us, and also a vocal variety. You have to awaken us while you're talking. I can see that you are a promising best speaker sometime soon. Toastmaster first, I know you're already master in the public speaking and also in the table topic speaking. You always tell a relatable story and a personal experience gives that gives a credible speech. You have that vocal variety and you always motivate us, and you keep on giving us a good thoughts that we have to believe in ourselves. That is a powerful call to action. And maybe I can recommend to you a little to tell you about the power of pausing in the speech. Congrats and continue inspiring and motivating every one of us. Thank you, and back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rolly Villar, for that meticulous evaluation. And now to evaluate the next four speakers that we have, the most requested and most flexible member of our club. We're having, I think, 3 functions for tonight. Friends, let's all welcome our past president, Toastmaster Cardo Ray Aseo.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator. It is indeed hard to perform 3 roles in one. But however, this is our calling. And good evening once again, fellow Toastmasters and our distinguished guests, especially to my 4 brave and valiant table topics and target speakers for tonight. Let me start with Toastmaster Clark. Toastmaster Clark, first and foremost, we also do miss you here, and we couldn't be more prouder of your achievements and your accomplishments as a teacher and also as a Toastmaster and a practitioner. Toastmaster Clark, you were asked about finding your voice. I like how you jump-started your speech with a very personal and intimate stories. We all really are looking forward for those personal stories because you're already sick and tired of the face of distinguished Toastmaster Roel Taveras. I like also how humble your speech was. You actually like admitted the shortcomings, the shortfalls you have in Toastmastering, that you're always open for developing, improving yourself. However, Toastmaster Clark, I believe and I understand the challenge of time. It's already 1:30 a.m. in there, and you are not really that in the position of or in the element of your Toastmasters or answering table topics. But we are grateful of hearing your voice and hearing your personal stories with us. Toastmaster Clark, I hope and pray and really encourage you to perfect the art of vocal variety, perfect the art of pause. I know that by incorporating these strategies, I believe that you can actually level up and elevate further your further speeches. Next is, let me
Yes,
jump
you can.
with Toastmaster Rolly. You're welcome, Toastmaster Clark. Toastmaster Rolly, you're asked about like uh, avoiding shushing your inner voice because it is really who you are. I like also how you jump started your speech by delivering words of wisdoms. Your speech is actually full of wisdom, and you later on share anecdotes of your life. However, Toastmaster Rolly, I would like you to perfect the art of facial expressions. You're like having this poker face, and I know that your face actually reacting with your wisdom, but I wanted for more facial expression, more hand gestures. Let me also further elaborate or evaluate Toastmaster Marty. Toastmaster Marty were asked about unity in variety. I don't know, maybe I'm just biased by you being my plastic friend, but I find you really funny and witty and humorous. I want you to anchor on this aspect of you being that humorous speaker, be it in international table topics or evaluation, and you could actually be a champion. So not just in humorous. Toastmaster Marty, I like you, however, to perfect the art of having or incorporating this perfect speech structure, giving us or showing us that perfect and blah blah boom introduction and a very colorful body, and also that impactful and insightful call to action. Last but not the least, Toastmaster Lillian, you were asked about the variety is the spice of life. I like how you incorporate your personal stories. You also share your wisdom as a mother, as a woman yourself. However, Toastmaster Lillian, I would like you to perfect the art of call to action. I believe you ended your speech abruptly without leaving us any perfect or very insightful and impactful call to action. Other than those, something to grow on, continue to participate in table topic session, Toastmaster Clark, Toastmaster Marty, Toastmaster Lillian, Toastmaster Rolly. Incorporate that perfect vocal variety, the art of pausing, perfect speech structure, perfect call to action, perfect facial expression, and definitely we can be all that perfect champion in table topics speech contest. That would be all back to our general evaluator.
Well, thank you to our perfectionist evaluator and a very academic and educational evaluation of our speakers for tonight. And there you have it. May I just ask our timer if our evaluators for tonight are qualified?
Thank you
Toastmaster.
thank you so much, Nitem Roji. Only Toastmaster Edward Verador is qualified as to be voted as best evaluator for tonight. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lillian. And to give us our meeting reports, let's start with our grammarian, Toastmaster Ryan Panilo. Can you unmute yourself, Toastmaster Ryan? Thank you.
Thank you very much, our General Evaluator, Ditem Rogelio Wenceslao, and I'm happy to announce that there were two Toastmasters who mentioned the word loquacious. They are namely Toastmaster Barbie 2 times and Ditem Roel Ontiveros 2 times. And for the correction of grammars, I have noted those speakers who mentioned their grammars for correction. Namely, one example is that I am one of those Toastmasters who nervous. There is a missing linking verb. So the corrected word should be I am one of those Toastmasters who is nervous. Another speaker mentioned a good use of quote. Always prepare for something or for everything before going to combat. Other Toastmaster mentioned we are still keep in doing this unnecessary linking verb. It should be we still keep in doing this. So the we are the compact combination of we are. Another Toastmaster mentioned the Toastmasters give me a lot blank. So it's an inadequate sentence. It's either be the Toastmasters taught me a lot. And another Toastmaster mentioned in a foreign language, pinapangunahan mo naman ako eh. It should be mentioned, you are leading me. Other Toastmaster mentioned, everyone's are beautiful. The pronoun everyone is pronounced without S. It can be everyone's if it becomes possessive pronoun. For example, everyone's beauty. So the corrected word should be everyone is beautiful. Other Toastmaster mentioned, because every single the words without S is a singular word. So the corrected word is because every single word. Another Toastmaster mentioned, always keep doing on yourself. The word doing could be replaced by another complementary word, can be replaced by always keep believing on yourself. Another Toastmaster mentioned, your beauty is oozing during the delivery. The word oozing pertains to a thing or like, for example, a melting candle. When we are pertaining to a person, it should be replaced by your beauty is dazzling during the delivery. Other Toastmaster mentioned, I can see that you can be a promising speaker sometime soon. Sometime and soon are redundancy of adverbs. It should be corrected. I can see that you can be a promising speaker someday. Something to grow on, it pertains to a plant, and the corrected word is that something to ponder on. And that would be all. Back to you, our general evaluator.
Thank you so much to our grammarian. I find his voice very cheerful. I don't know. Whenever he talks and speaks, it's like he's always smiling. And that's a positive comment. Next, our meeting leader, and face counter. Let's have Toastmaster Marty David.
All right. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Toastmasters, and to our General Evaluator. Thank you so much. Tonight, I wasn't very loquacious when the table topic master called me. So here is my report. I'll go first to Toastmaster Tom Panopio, 3 1 so, and 3 repetitive words. Toastmaster NJ, 10 as, and 7 long poses. Toastmaster Michael, 8 as, and 8 I will remove the S. 8 and 3 so. Toastmaster Dennis, 4 2 so, and 2 repetitive words. Toastmaster Clark, 2 2 you know. Toastmaster Marty, 5 2 long poses, and he lost. Toastmaster Lilian, 1 Toastmaster Ferds, 2 and 3 repetitive words. Toastmaster Edward Berador, 2 1 bat, and 2 repetitive words. Toastmaster Rolly, 3 Toastmaster Carlo, 2 and Toastmaster Ryan, 1 That be all. Back to our General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Marty David. And now, to give us our time, let's all welcome our timer, Toastmaster Lilian Beldan.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Walio Wenceslao Jr. For the timing report, for our prepared speech speaker, Toastmaster Tom, 5 minutes. Table topic speaker, Toastmaster NJ, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Toastmaster Mike, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Toastmaster Dennis, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Toastmaster Clark, 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Toastmaster Marty, 1 minute and 20. Ed, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Toastmaster Rolly, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. And Toastmaster Carlo, 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Rod.
Thank you so much. I am Roji. Our meeting evaluation for tonight. By the way, I like our Toastmaster of the evening. We have interchangeable names. Distinguished Toastmaster Ruel is always as humorous, and I think we should all have a humorous Toastmaster of the evening so that the energy would always be there, especially at this time that we just started the Ramadan. And for those who are one with our brothers who are also fasting, sometimes we can really be lazy after we eat. And kudos to our Toastmaster of the evening for always having that energy. And our new segment, Fast Talk, congratulations to our Execom and to our segment host for handling the very first Fast Talk segment professionally. I like the way how our host, Toastmaster NJ, was very bubbly and was trying to keep up with the title, which is to speak faster than the normal and to elicit responses on the faster side of it. Now, our table topic master was very smooth as usual. She was very eloquent when she delivered her questions to our audience. And of course, our seasoned evaluators for delivering their wisdom and sharing some of the things that we have to grow on. Actually, STGO or something to grow on is a popular phrase in PRTC, and it has been used by our past mentors as well. It doesn't refer only to plants. It also refers to members who want to grow on something in terms of their communication skills. So I think it's still applicable. Now, some minor improvements that we can have. Let me start with our Sergeant at Arms having a little contradicting phrases, like he started it by avoiding SRP and yet he said, which we are going to tackle. So it's a little contradicting. So we will never tackle those topics. So you may just want to say that we would en- encourage everyone to avoid topics like SRP, and that's it. No need to say that we are going to tackle because we will never tackle those topics. And for our timer, a little soft on the announcement of those who are qualified. If you can just mention those who are qualified and try to avoid mentioning those who went overtime so that they will not be heard. And we would want to foster a friendly club, of course. Here, some members are really, or some guests might take it against that. Oh my God, I'm disqualified. So go for the positive and just mention those who are qualified. Time, we were just a little late, but I couldn't ask for more. We I think are better than the other clubs who does not utilize their time wisely. And I'm really proud of PRTC for having that. And our theme for tonight, of course, vocal variety. I think most of us are very soft, but we forgot to, but we have a balance as well. We have Toastmaster Michael. Whenever we would listen to the way he speaks, we have that range of vocal variety. And that's all my evaluation for tonight. Back to my future self, distinguished Toastmaster Ruel Ontiveros.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Rogelio Wenceslao. Now you know how I looked before. Thank you so much. And with that, really the wonderful sound that we heard from our speakers, from our evaluators, table topics, from everyone, you know, long after you have forgotten someone else's voice, I can say that you will always remember the sound of their happiness, the sound of their laughter, possibly even the echoes of their sadness. In the art of having this vocal variety, it is the sound that you will leave behind that will be remembered. Possibly some lessons that will be taken, but always how you approach everyone with the sound of your voice will always be remembered. And with that, I'm your Toastmaster of the evening, returning back the control of this program to our president, Toastmaster Alfred Reyes. Back to you.
Thank you very much, DTM Roy, for that very energetic Toastmastering of the evening. And tonight, I may say that the members will be having a difficult time voting for the best segment host because the three of you, DTM Roy, DTM Roji, and especially our table topics master, Toastmaster Barb, have done so excellently, have done a job so excellently tonight. Don't forget to vote among the three. And with you all as being loquacious, I can't say more, but uh, words are not enough for me to say my gratitude to you all for your support, being active in our club activities. Notably, Toastmaster Clark Morgate, who is being present tonight even in the wee hours of the morning in the Philippines. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Clark. You're such a good
Welcome, sir.
example. And what I can say is I encourage everyone to please always share your knowledge and wisdom to inspire and motivate each other in our club. And for that, may I call our Vice President for Education for some announcement.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alfred. And of course, I still encourage everyone to please book your speeches. I'm running out of speakers. Please deliver your speech project. You may want to message me or PM me. And of course, some roles during our weekly meeting, you may want to volunteer yourself instead of sending you some messages so that you can also practice on how to overcome your fear in public speaking. So I am expecting everyone to please PM me for any roles and speeches you want to deliver next. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President for Education. And let me echo that message. Please continue deliver your speech for our education program. Although we are already 9 points in our DCP, please don't forget to deliver your speeches. And let me take this opportunity also to give a chance to our daughter club president, Ryan Paul Panilo, for announcement.
Yes, thank you very much. Our president, the Mother Club of Spicers Toastmasters Club. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite everybody to our meeting number 400 in the Spicers Toastmasters Club tomorrow at 7:30. And that would be all. Back to you, our president of the
Thank you,
PRTC.
Mr. President, Ryan Paul Panilo. And our vote counter, are you ready with our poll?
Yes, I am, Mr. President.
If you can launch and have the result, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Presiding Officer. I am privileged to announce the winners for tonight. For the table topics session, our winner is none other than Toastmaster Dennis De Vicente. For the best evaluator for tonight, our winner is Toastmaster Edward Berador. For the best meeting leader, our import from the Spicers, we have Toastmaster Ryan Panilo III. And for our segment host, none other than distinguished Toastmaster Helio Wenceslao Jr. That would be all. Back to you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you very much. And let me end our meeting with this quote as mentioned in our program agenda tonight. The human voice is the most perfect instrument of all, but most difficult to play. With that being said, I am adjourning this meeting and thank you. See you again next Tuesday.
Picture, please.
Antok na si Sean, kaya hindi na siya.
Natulog na.
Picture po, picture po. Pa-open po ng camera. TM Ross, TM Clark. Our guest, Tita Annalyn. Please open your camera.
Wala tayong guest.
Meron po. Andyan, huli.
Andyan pa siya
Yung
kanina.
guest natin.
Andyan siya. Ay, nawal. Ayan. Ayan na siya. Na-late lang siya. Di mo nakita kanina.
Screen share.
Okay. Smile. Asan ako? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Sa mga
Good
gusto pang
night.
sumali sa debate.
Thank you, guys.
Sa mga gusto pong sumali sa debate. Message kayo sa akin.
Good night.
Toastmaster Mike, William Dennis,
Yes.
MJ.
Yes.
Hi, thank you and have a good evening. Maraming salamat.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Good night. Have a
Bawang
good
aga.
weekend.
Bye.
Safe.
On time tayo.
Yes.
Bye.
Ang
First day ng
aga.
semester ngayon.
Hindi
Bye.
mapupuyat.
Bye-bye. Aga
Bye-bye.
pa kami bukas, alas 6.
Ako, alas 11 pa.
Oh,
Si
swerte.
Rose. Ay, si Marty.
6 to 12. Sama kong
Ano
pa.
yun? Si TM Clark, buhay na buhay po.
No, kaya nga.
Kaya nga, nung oras na doon, no?
Si Doc Ed, wala na pala siya.
Wala na siya.
Ay, TM Mike, sali ka na. Si Doc Ed tsaka si TM Aaron, confirm na. Gusto nilang...
So, ilan na tayo?
Meron si...
Wala si Doc Ed.
Ano,
Sabihin ko
ilan
man
yung
sana kay Doc Ed.
mabuhay, sir?
Yung sabi ni Michelle, dalawa, yung non-Filipinos. Tapos kanina, chinat ko si Ryan
So,
Balani.
tatlo sa kanila.
Umuo naman. Oo.
Okay. Tapos, meron tayong dalawa.
Oo.
Sa Spicer kaya, meron pang gustong dumagdag?
Eh, hindi natin na si
Si
Ryan.
DTM Roy, Spicer.
Si Roy, Chief Judge.
Biglang in-adjourn
biglang.
ni press kasi nagulat ako. Kaya nag-adjourn na, tumatakbo pa ako, nag-CR ako eh.
Nagmamadali ata, may pupuntahan, matutulog na.
Inaantok na si sir, inaantok na. So, tatlo pala sa Spicer, ay sa Mabuhay. Okay. Tapos, i-message ko na lang din si ano.
Pero hindi pa nagbibigay ng pangalan si ano?
Si Madam Michelle.
Sige,
Kaya
good
mga-
night.
Join ka?
Sige,
Okay,
nag-join
lalagay na
ako.
kita dito ha. Lalagay na kita
Okay.
dito. Ayun.
Sige.
Yun.
Yun.
So, tatlo.
Okay, good night. Maaga pa
Thank you po.
bukas. Sige.
Sige po.
Okay po.
Salamat.
Dalawa na
Yan,
lang.
TM Carl.
Si Marty, baka gusto ni Marty.
TM Carl, sa Spicer, 2, 3 sa atin, 5, plus 3, 2 na lang.
5? Bakit 5
Hindi.
sa atin?
Hindi, 5
plus.
kasama yung atin. Opo. Tapos, 3 sa Mabuhay, 2 na lang.
Alam mo, ang suggestion ko, si Roy na lang ang gawing chief. Ang
Bigla,
isang team lead.
ito si President, umihilang ako, sabi ko, mabadali ako. Pagtingin ko, adjourn na, magpipictorial. Anyways, nakausap mo ba siya, Carl?